I know I'm supposed to speak. I'm so tired. So exhausted. I'm so exhausted. And I just want to stop being tired and exhausted all the time. I don't want to edit this. I don't have the energy to edit this. I'm in this phase of things being really bad and finding it hard to kind of see the point or the way out, or how things will be okay at some point. I feel like, I didn't even introduce this video. Sorry. I thought I'd just do another crying corner since it's been a month since my last one. And if you're new here, crying corner is like exactly what I'm doing right now. And getting out how I feel. And there's a lot on my mind this time. I mean, usually there is anyway, but like in general, there's just so much I'm feeling and going through that hurts. I'm a cute crier after I cry. During crying, I'm not cute. So like, this all started with like in like January, my grandma died. And like, I was okay about that because she was 105. She was so old and it was like so expected, and she went peacefully, and you know, not ironically, but I guess it brought the family together. So I think like that's a good thing, I guess. That's just like, you know, when there's like a domino effect of things, that's what that kind of like started it all off. Like that's what that felt like. And then it went on to bad news from the doctors, which I already did a whole video on, so I'm not going to go too in depth about that scenario specifically. But long story short, my chronic conditions got worse, and if I didn't get put on medication, I wouldn't be able to have children. So luckily I'm on medication, which is great, but that is something that's still very present right now. I went to doctors yesterday again for it, because like nothing's like, it's just carried on, and like nothing's really like stopped or anything. So every time I see babies or kids or families just turn into this. So that was the second thing. And then the third thing, if you're family, please don't watch this. Like, just out of respect for me, like, please turn this off. I really don't want you to watch this. Like, I'm in therapy, it's all good. This is just my outlet, and I like to use this for people who need to see they're not the only one going through something. So like, if you're family, please turn this off. I'm fine, thank you. Now I'm gonna return to the third thing that happened. I got like sexually assaulted like 3 times. It's the next day. I am disheveled. I need a shower. I smell like cigarettes. And I also need a shit. Not that anyone needed to know that. The tone is ever so slightly different to yesterday's. I'm gonna put this shit to bed for myself, you know what I mean? Yesterday, I think where I ended it was speaking about the sexual assault that I went through, and on top of that, having someone you love be an absolute fucking asshole, let alone being away from them. My thing with that now is there's so much anger inside of me. Like, there was sadness, but it's so much more anger now, and I'm proud of myself for doing what I needed to do and putting those boundaries in place. But there is so much I could say out of anger that I know would literally make this person want to jump in front of a moving train. So I'm not going to say them because I'm not an arsehole. But what I am going to say is, you are a cruel, evil, broken man. Not even a man child, person. And I don't need to be dragged down to the hell that you live in anymore. I know deep down I will always love this person. Even though at the moment it feels like, how do I put it? You know, say like love is this circle in the pit of your stomach. It looks like the sun or something. Now imagine that, but it's got tar all over it. And it keeps shrinking, and the tar just keeps shrinking it. I know it's always going to be that, but now it's been tainted. That's how I feel. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to be perfect. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to just do that. For real, just going to let myself heal. Because you are so unhealed. I'm going to let myself heal. Because I know how to do that. You do not. And I know that means that I'm going to have days where I'm sad, days where I'm angry, days where I'm confused, days where I feel lost, days where I just don't want to be here anymore, days where I miss this person, days where I hate this person, days where I feel all of the above. That's fine with me. Because I'm going to process them like a fucking adult. So I'm going to let myself feel the way I feel. I'm going to let myself feel shit. I'm going to let myself cry when I need to cry. I'm going to get it all out my system. I'm going to just let this person fuck off and deal with his shit. And I'm going to just fuck off and deal with my shit. I think at the end of the day, it takes a lot to make me dislike you as a person. Like, even if I love you, I could still dislike you. And that's where I am. It's like, I dislike you as a human being. You are a horrible human being. You don't know what love is. You are a liar, a compulsive liar. You are addicted to sadness, and you want to drag everyone into the hell that you live in. And that's not fair. I'm not an emotional comfort support human. Like a fucking dog. I'm a person that you love and care for, but you're just shit. I think something that brings me some mode of like comfort, or like something that I know that will like help me through all of this, is like knowing at the end of the day I'm a good person. This person can't say the same. At the end of the day, I did everything in my power that I could. This person didn't. At the end of the day, I just loved and I loved and I loved. And this person doesn't even know what that means. So I know that even when I have shitty days and bad days, because I'm gonna have them, I know that. I've been through this already. I know that. That's fine. It's shit, but it's, it's like the human process and cycle and shit. So even though I know I'll have those days, at least I won't be wallowing in the fact I'm an awful person and that I hurt someone I care about and love and lied to them so many times throughout the past few years and destroyed something beautiful. Like, it wasn't like I didn't do it, you did. Like, I won't have the regret of like, oh, I didn't put my all in, or I should have done this and I should have. No, I did everything and more. The amount of people who have said to me over the past few years, I don't know how you do it. Bitch, looking back, I don't either. But I did, and that's what counts. So at least I won't have to harbour like regret and guilt. And I think like this person took this route out of like, I'm gonna make you hate me, so this is easier for us, when he could have just had an adult conversation. And it's like, okay, well done, I hate you, now what? What did you gain? What did you gain? Loneliness? Anger? Sadness? You want to go do you? Alright, tell me. Is that pussy pocket gonna keep you warm at night? Be for real. And I know this person has a fuck ton of issues with fucking self-sabotage and projection and hatred towards himself, and he puts it on me. And even though I'm like, I understand, like, I know the reasons, I'm still here like, yeah, but you shouldn't be doing that. I'm a person. You shouldn't be fucking putting that shit on me. I'm a human. And then also making my soul about him. Nothing to do with him, by the way, but like making the situation about him. like how that affects him. Awful person. I was held down for so long, and I'm not ready to be like, oh, let me go do this and be with them, and do, you know, like I've never been that kind of person. I'm not a slut, or am I? But I am ready to put myself first again. Like I always put myself first, but it's always like with this person, like that was like a fucking crime. And like the one time I take control, he hates it, and he has to like project on me and make me feel awful for doing nothing, and like blame me and like, oh, you did this, you did that. Look in the fucking mirror. You are a manipulator, a gaslighter, and those things come under emotional abuse. But anyways, I'm not you, so I'll be good. I'll be fine. I'm just ready to get what I deserve. At the very least, I deserve someone who is going to be like, you know what? I fucked up. I hate that we're not on the same page. I'm sorry. I care about you. Let's see how things go in the future. Like, if we meet again, we meet again. If we don't, we don't. But I care about you. I love you. Look after yourself. I deserve someone who is mature enough to do that. And instead, you're a little prick boy who's acting like he's 13. It just baffles me how someone can grow and then unheal themselves so much. Go to therapy. That's where you need to go. I am angry and I am sad. I'm really sad. Like, I know that. But not because of like not being around this person, because I don't want to be around this person right now. I'm sad because I was disrespected, and I'm sad because they were a little bitch boy instead of a mature adult with how the conversation went. I'm pissed off for the same reasons, but also because I know this person. I know what they're like. After we both get over the anger and we calm down, it's just going to be a lot of like, not saying that we'd say this to each other, but like, oh, I regret dealing with it this way, and like internal like shit that has to be dealt with within ourselves. And it's frustrating because it's like, you keep putting me in these positions of feeling broken because you are broken. You like to destroy the things in your pathway. One, because you think you don't deserve good things. And you know what? At this point, I'm on the same boat as you. You're correct at the moment. And also because you don't know anything else. You don't know how to love. You don't know how to do these things. You don't know how to go about things in a mature, adult way. You don't know how to be a man. And that's fine. Just keep me out of it. Saying that, I think the way I want to wrap this up is a message to my future self. Because I know I'm going to be upset, and I know I'm going to miss him, and I know I'm going to cry, and I know I'm going to also hate him, and I know I'm going to also love him, and I know I'm going to have so many questions in my head, and it's unfair, and I've been here so many times by the hands of the same fucking person. And so this is a message to myself that I need to hear. And so like every time I feel a certain way, like whether I'm sad or angry, I want my future self to return to this part of the video and listen intently to what I'm saying. It's okay to love someone that is unsure of what love is. It's okay to love someone that's not in your life. It's okay to grieve them, even if they're still alive. It's okay to miss them. It's okay to have given your all for so long and it not turn out the way that you wanted, because you won't be on the receiving end of loneliness and a bunch of shit to come for the other person, right? Like, what bad karma do you have to deal with? You know, like, you don't. Realistically, I know you're gonna be upset for a while, and that's okay too. When you're upset, go to Florence, your best friend. Cry out. Let her hug you until you both fall asleep. Get kisses from Sheba, the dog that loves me so much. Go to therapy. Think about all the things that you missed whilst this person made you miserable. You could barely write when this person was in your life, and this person wouldn't even read anything you wrote. When it was your life's work, and judged your life's work. Not the writing aspects, but the other things that I did. I know that there was this future you at some point both wanted. And I know that you've already come to terms with the fact that you don't want to be with anyone else. And that's fine. That might change. I'll get into that in a second. And that, you know, if you do end up living a single life, you will still have children. And that's great. Just remind yourself that you'd rather have that than be tied to or married to or have the father of your children be someone so horrible, who has the capacity to be cruel and mean and cold and say things he doesn't mean in the spur of the moment and go back on all his healing. You don't want brokenness anymore. And I know that you're going to hate that I say this, but your mom was right. Years ago when she said to you, be with someone who makes you happy, who is a happy person. She didn't mean like, oh, someone who doesn't have like mental health issues, because we all do. She just meant be with someone who strives for happiness, who sees the best in things, who treats you with kindness, who has a positive outlook on life, who actively heals their shit. And like I said, you might not want to ever be with someone else, and that's fine. But if you do, then you listen to that advice. No more broken people in your life. Point blank, period. Especially not men that you want to have kids with. I'm not raising children with broken people. It's just not happening. So, to take away from this, I want you to listen to me. Everything was real, no matter what he tries to convince himself of or gaslight you into thinking. Everything was real. You will be okay, even though it sucks. Some days will be easy. Some days will be hard. Go get your life back. Please. Go get your life back. This person killed so many parts of you. And not intentionally, but they did. Go get those parts of you back. Or new parts. Either one is fine. Okay, I got cut off, so I'm going to wrap this up. But as I was saying, if this person on the off chance is watching this, one, I think you know by watching this that your words were lies and you're a liar. Two, I'm angry. So you're just going to have to take everything I say at the moment with a pinch of salt. I'm serious about it, but just take it with a pinch of salt. Three, go heal. For you. Four, I'm not opposed to ever speaking to you again. But I am opposed to speaking to you if you are gonna just be the same unhealed, horrible, cruel, cold person. And I just mean speaking. I do not want to have a conversation with you ever again if you are just going to be like that. If you grow one day, fine. Because I never like to say, oh, I'm never going to do that. I'll never do that. Because it's just so stupid. And the things that you usually say that about often happen and you're like, fuck. I don't want to wish you well because you caused me so much pain for so long. And I don't think you deserve that right now. But at the same time, I don't wish you harm, obviously. I'm excited to be happy and not rely on anyone else and have that trust broken again and again and again. I don't have much to say to you. And I think that's because I still have to process everything. It's just happened. I might, in a month or two, have something to say. Not that I would reach out. But I'm just saying, I would probably have processed my emotions at that point. In a month or two, I won't be as angry. In 6 months, I won't be as angry. Hopefully by this time next year, I won't be angry at all. I hope that for myself, because anger is not nice. So that's all I have to say right now. Maybe one day I'll have more to say, but I don't right now. And if anyone's gonna have shit to say, it's gonna be you, because I didn't do fuck all. So not my circus, not my monkeys. To future Mia, you have a couple dates lined up, which is fun. You're not doing this out of like, oh, I want to get into something with someone, but you have been held back for so long that you're just going to go and have normal experiences for your age with people that are nice, like literally wouldn't hurt a hair on your body, like, you know what I mean, like genuinely nice people. And that's fun. Don't put pressure on yourself. Just have fun. If nothing comes from it, that's great, because you're not ready. If something does come from it, then also great. I don't know. Who knows? Be so very proudly you, because this person has nothing to be proud of. They are cruel and cold, and you are warm and loving and caring, and you have feelings. And you're kind and soft and gentle. Don't forget that. You have nothing to dislike about yourself, and this person has everything to dislike about themselves. I hope for my sake I'm not angry in a couple months' time. I also hope I won't be as sad, because anger's better than sadness. I hope I'm just making myself proud, and I hope I don't give a fuck anymore about this person's shit. Like, in the sense of like, not that I want to stop caring about them, but like, I am not going to hold your burdens anymore. Hold them yourself. They're fucking heavy. I've done it for 3 years. It's your turn again. Passing the fucking torch. Heal. You will be okay. I love you. I'm saying this to myself, by the way. You don't need this person. You might want them, but you don't need them. And in fact, at the moment, you don't really want them. So if you want them in the future, I'd be very surprised. But anyways, that's all I'm saying. I'm not judging you, future Mia, but you know what I'm talking about. And I don't have an ounce of sympathy for this person right now. Usually I'd be like, oh, you will be okay too. I love you. No, I just don't have an ounce of like kindness towards you right now, which is why I'm trying to hold my tongue as much as possible. But I might in a few months, in a few weeks, who knows. I do hope things change. I don't want the same things anymore, but I do hope things change. And by change, I mean I want a dog. Okay, I'm just repeating myself. I'm gonna go, you guys. But thank you for watching me cry and listening to me do my random crying corners. 3 of the year, and it's not even March. Hopefully this is like, this won't be the last one. Like, I know I'll have another one like of the process of like getting over shit. But like, hopefully this isn't like gonna be fucking monthly. We're trying to be happy. Like, for real over here. We're trying to be happy for real. So, thank you guys for watching. I love you. Learning your worth is hard, but it's worth it. Treat yourself with so much kindness and respect and love and care, to the point where if someone tries to offer you less, they look like a fucking idiot. Everything is gonna be okay. Plus, crying is healthy. I love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.